Hello guys and welcome here to qualifying here for the Jello Cup Series Daytona 500. We kick things off in this video with knockout qualifying, and you see the 23, Dick Clark. He is the first guy out on track for knockout qualifying in the first round. Of course, normally these videos are two separate videos. This season, pole qualifying and knockout qualifying are in one video, so stay tuned because you will have the 40 car round coming up after this. This is like the first four. If you watch March Madness, this is like the first four of qualifying, except it's the first seven. Of course, top 7 will advance to the next round to race with the top 33 for positions in the 500. After that, the guys who don't make it to the first round of pole qualifying, those guys will have to race their way in on Thursday in the duels. And then, of course, of these go or go homers, the top 3 in the next round will lock themselves in to the Great American Race. Anyway, you saw that Dick Clark was out. Now here's Dave James. There's Tim Horton in the 07, also running right now. Nikolai Sykes. Anyway, Dick Clark's about to come back to the line here in a second. So again, usually these guys run on Saturday night of speed weeks and then they'll qualify Sunday, but this season it's condensed into Tuesday night. This will be a 10-minute session. The next round will be 15 minutes, and then the final round will be 10 minutes. See a 48-71. And for this round, it's going to come down to who can get paired up the quickest. Of course, you see right there Eric Faden on his way out. Now, you may be asking yourselves, well, Scott Upton has a provisional. Does that mean he is going to advance to the next round? No, it doesn't. The provisional can only be used if he misses the field in the duels, of course. So he could very well miss this round of qualifying and then just have to race his way in the duels. Anyway, you see the first few times have been logged. The 62 currently up top of the boards of 48-17. Of course, Dave James trying to make his first ever Jello Cup Series real appearance. He's run the last 2 All-Star Showdowns, has not made the field for the All-Star race, and he ran last Daytona 500, tried to make the field and did not. See Casey Naneko and the 52 back there. That is Mitzi Kasumi. And they both go to the top for the time being. The 9 Samet Ozkan also in second. And now third because Eric Faden just jumped to second on the boards. If Dave James can just hold out a little bit, he should get caught by these two very soon. Right there, Kasumi the fastest. Currently on the bubble is Nikolai Sykes. And right there, they're both catching the tail end of the draft from the 62. Of course, 62 down to 9th. He is really going to need a good lap here. Look at them. They're still side by side. Can't figure it out. Dave James is dead ahead. Now they figure it out. And Dave James moves to 6th. That puts Brian James on the bubble for Western New York Autosport. Of course, Dave James, Brian James, both one-off drivers. There's Joey Trickle up ahead. He is currently 15th quick. Eric Faden now to the top of the boards with a 46.69, and he's working there with the number 20, and that is Roberto Crown Jr. Trying to help him get into the field, maybe. Up ahead, you see Brian James working with the 53 of Sebastian Bennett. Back to the top goes the 78. And now they've caught the 15, so they could push the 15 into the field. Two of the Rick Ware vehicles. See right there, Mitzi Kasumi goes in front of this pack. But again, the bubble is that 53 of Sebastian Bennett. Now the 05 and the 53 are turning some okay laps, but it's really, I don't know if it's enough. Oh, maybe it is. Up to 5th goes Brian James. 6th for the 53 of Sebastian Bennett. That now puts Samet Ozkan on the bubble. And Samet Ozkan is dead ahead with the 19 of Nikolai Sykes. Also ahead is the 07 of Tim Horton. And these guys behind showing dramatically more speed. Let's see, will they turn a faster lap this time? 46.854 to 6th goes the 05. Samet Ozkan still on the bubble. Dead ahead is Tim Horton, who is the slowest in the session. So he's going to need some help. Scott Upton in the 99. He is currently in 12th. Back there as well, Daniel Gittero in the 33. And Scott Upton's got to find a drafting partner somewhere if he wants a chance to advance. Otherwise, he will race his way in just a few short days here. There's Gittero. Maybe this is the opportunity for him. Of course, 3 of the one race contract drivers look to advance so far to the next round of qualifying, which will take place in just a few minutes. Brian James just jumped to 2nd on the boards. I don't think there's going to be enough time for Scott Upton. It's unfortunate. But he's inching closer to having to qualify his way in the duels. Daniel Gittero up to 8th that last lap. Dave James is on the bubble. 62 might be in some danger. And he is. He just got bumped. The 07, Tim Horton, up to 2nd. And Tim Horton will advance, most likely, to the next round of qualifying. Of course, the session is over. I totally lost track of it. There we go. The final laps were just turned. So it'll be Casey Naneko, Tim Horton, Brian James, Mitzi Kasumi, Samet Ozkan, Sebastian Bennett, and Eric Faden. So 2 of the one-race contract drivers, and Brian James and Eric Faden, they will advance to pole qualifying, which will take place in just a moment. We'll be right back as those cars will roll out on the grid. Let's take a quick word from Tinkle Sports and Tinkle Sports Talk, and we'll be back in just a minute with the beginning of pole qualifying here on GCN. Stay tuned. Hey Jason, you got any plans this Sunday?
Other than working, not really.
Oh man, same here, man. But you want to know what's on my plans? It's to watch Tinkle Sports Talk here on Tinkle Sports.
Yes, everybody, please go and listen to Tinkle Sports, our new sports network.
Yeah, check us out on here.
Not just football, not just basketball, literally everything you wouldn't hear on normal sports networks.
And we got 2 amazing segments, which we call Out of Turn 4, which we cover racing as well. And then we got our new segment called Tinkle on This. We find the funniest sports stories to make fun of at the end of each show. You don't want to miss it. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and here on YouTube. So check us out. Welcome back here to GCN Daytona 500 pole qualifying. You see the first car out is that 05. He just advanced to this session. If you're just tuning in, of course, Casey Naneko, Tim Horton, Brian James, Mitzi Kasumi, Samet Ozkan, Sebastian Bennett, and Eric Faden all advanced to this session after knockout qualifying, and they will now race to try to make the Daytona 500. And shoot, I still never put in the name for the 6, but that is Michael Collins. I promise you I'll fix that in a second. Brandon Harrison, number 7. Zach Fitzwater in the 4, rolling out. So is Dylan Young. There's Tim Horton. He was slowest and moved up to 2nd with a few good laps. We'll see if he can get in. Austin Shaw, Carter Joey, Samet Ozkan, Tyler Faden, Ben Crouch, Nate Rattray, Diego Yepes. Then you got the 00 going out. Oh my gosh, I need to put these names in. I'm slacking. Charles Sanford back there as well in the 03. And you see the 05 has just turned his first lap. And keep in mind, it's a 15-minute session in round 1. The 5-minute session will take place in round number 2. And the other question will be now, because obviously this is a group session, will there be team orders here? Will we see teams work together to try to get their cars solidified into the Daytona 500? Of course, Brian James has 3 teammates that he can ask for help from in this session. Dan Hummel, Austin Shaw, and Giorgio Stumu, all teammates. Then, of course, you've got the Rick Ware group. They could work together, the 52, the 53. And, of course, the 07 has Alexander Rowe to help him get in. Let's put up the big board here, see who's the quickest. And currently, it's that number 10 of Carter Joey at the top of the boards of 46.855. You'll see some bigger packs start to form. And as you do, the 34 starts to go to the top. That's Keith Stevens, his teammate right in front of him. Now keep in mind, this team has struggled in the past in the Jello Cup Series. They're hoping, now that they got the Truck Championship last season, they can make some strides here. Back behind them, they got the number 8. That's Lenny Florentine. And up ahead, they got Brian James, who's running all by himself. Brian James's teammate just went to the top of the board. And not for long, because the 03 Charles Sanford out of the top. 45.921. This might put Charles Sanford into round 2 with that speed. I mean, that's a big lap time with help from the 00. Of course, the top 12 will advance to the next round. The 00's Marine Tayami. This is just a monstrous pack right here. 45.458. Charles Sanford back to the top. It'll be interesting to see if anybody can top that lap time. But look at this pack. 200 miles an hour. 202 into turns 3 and 4. This may be the pack that takes the top 12. There goes the 00 onto the pit lane. 45.202. And it also helps the 96 of Tyler Rattray. He goes to second. Diego Yepes in third. Marine Tayami up to fifth. Up ahead, a much smaller pack forming, but they could work together. Currently on the bubble to make the second round is that 17 of Casey Horton. Brian James is currently the fastest of the go-or-go-homers and would lock into the 500 on speed. And so would Tim Horton in that 07. And then Casey Naneko would be the final one to lock in, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this. This pack has formed. And this is a monstrous pack, probably about 12 cars. And there goes the 25. He's going to peel off. Nate Rattray into the top 12. Leading this pack is Cardiac Faden. And he is on the bubble with a 45.830. And he's got some traffic dead ahead. That's Tyler Faden. But Tyler Faden could join this pack. Diego Yepes up to second now. So look at them. They're 3-4 wide in this pack. Tim Horton just moved into the top 12, by the way. He's up to 9th. And look at this pack getting formed. Another big pack. Of course, they know what's at stake. The Daytona 500 pole. Which is why these guys know it's time to pack up. And for Tim Horton and Brian James, they know this is a chance to lock into the field and not have to worry about that Champions Provisional bumping them out, if that does happen to be the case. Leading this pack, of course, is Zach Fitzwater, and he's got to find some speed. He's in 26th right now. Of course, at the moment of the go or go homers, Tim Horton would lock in. I believe Brian James would lock in. And so would Eric Faden. So at the moment, I believe it'd be the 31, the 05, and the 07 that would lock in to the field. Of course, the 9 could have something to say about it. Samet Ozkan's in this pack. He's 39th quick right now. Oh, correction. It would be the 53 and the 31. That would be the final 2 locks. Samet Ozkan now the slowest. But he is searching desperately to try to find some speed here. He knows he's in trouble if he doesn't. $45,845. He jumps up 21 spots. Still might not be enough. I don't know. That might have put him in, actually. Of course, the 07 is currently the fastest of the go or go homers. Then the 9. And I want to say the 53 at the moment. Of course, we'll get the official ruling at the end of this session, most likely. See the 21 racing out of the pit lane. Skylar Martins, by the way, he is going to have to go to the rear. Oh, look at this. The pack might have gotten broken up just a little bit. Up ahead is some more guys, of course. Brandon Harris, Alexander Rowe, and Dan Hummel. And Alexander Rowe trying to find some speed here. He's carrying quite a bit in the corners here. Oh, not quite. Up ahead, 2 of the go or go homers with Michael Collins trying to find a way to sneak in. Casey Naneko is the slowest of those go or go homers right now. And not the start he was hoping for. Now these packs have caught each other. It'll be interesting. How will these guys work together? $45,485. That's gonna move Tim Horton to 4th on the boards. This Beaver Don team might be new, but man, they're finding their stride quick here at Daytona. Another one that just moved into the top 12. That is the 4 of Zach Fitzwater. Picking up right where he left off last season. And he might have just put himself in the top 12. Dylan Young may be in the best position to go to the top of the boards. Look at him. He is at the back of this pack. $45,500. He goes to 7th. But we have to go back to the 03. There's Charles Sanford. Of course, leading another monstrous pack. I think his lap time might be safe. I don't see anybody really coming that close to it. And if that's the case, Charles Sanford's going to hang on to go to... Obviously, he'll be entering the round of 12, or the final round of qualifying with a lot of momentum. That's the end of the session. Let's see, can some of these guys improve coming to the line? No. Here comes the final monstrous pack here. We'll see if they can make some leaps. And that'll end the session. So Charles Sanford, Diego Yepes, Tyler Rattray, Tim Horton, Nate Rattray, Nick Martins, Dylan Young, Zach Fitzwater, Keith Stevens, Simon Davis, Tyler Faden, and Bafode Sacco will all compete for the pole here on GCN in just a moment. And as we look, obviously Tim Horton will lock himself into the Daytona 500, which is even better news for him right now. I'm trying to look on down the list. It looks like Samet Ozkan has locked himself in. And it looks like Brian James has also locked himself in. So we'll get a verification, but I believe it'll be Tim Horton, Brian James, and Samet Ozkan that have all locked into the Daytona 500. We'll be back here in just a moment with the final round of qualifying on GCN, and we'll be able to confirm that as well. Welcome back to pole qualifying. As you see the 07 roll out, we can now confirm the 3 drivers that have advanced to the Daytona 500, and those 3 drivers, of course, the aforementioned Tim Horton, Samet Ozkan, and Brian James in the 05. So one of the one-race contract drivers has advanced to the Daytona 500. Congratulations to that 05 team, as well as Tim Horton in the 07 and Samet Ozkan in the 9. They will be racing on Sunday, regardless of what happens in the duels. Here's the question now. Does Tim Horton lay back, or does he go for the Daytona 500 pole? We will, of course, see as the session goes on. It's only 10 minutes, so you're going to want to find a partner fast, much like in knockout qualifying. Man, they've all got to beat Charles Sanford, though. He was the fastest in the last round. And of course, the only 2 positions that matter in this one are first and second, because no matter what happens, first and second won't change hands. Unless, of course, you reckon the duels. Then they will change hands. Here comes Tim Horton to complete his first lap. 48.527. That definitely won't be enough to put him on pole. Trying to see if anybody's gotten hooked up yet. It doesn't appear so. Which might be good news for Tim Horton, if that's the case. Of course, these guys behind him could turn a faster lap. Yep, to second he goes for now. And back to the top. There's the 18. Maybe with any luck for the 07, that 18 can get up to speed by the time he hits the backstretch. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it might. No, I think he's got too much of a gap. But look who has caught each other, the 77 and the 42. And Diego Yepes to the top of the boards with a 47.484. Boy, if Diego Yepes could lead us to the green on Sunday, that would be something. Dylan Young up to second. Of course, keep in mind it's all about who gets paired up the quickest. The 42, Befode Sacco, just went up to third. Two more guys are about to get paired up here. And it might benefit the two right now. 47.216, Dylan Young to the top. Now it's going to be great is Charles Sanford has got some help now. But we'll see. These two have been established for a few laps now. 46.942 for the 42. 46.870 for the 77. They both go to the top once again. How will Dylan Young and Charles Sanford fare? Of course, the NSRL guys working together. And they're going to have to get into the 46-second range in order to have a shot at this. So they need to pick up the pace. .24 to the top. Nate Rattray and his brother Tyler working together. How's about that? A family affair to try to take the front row. Up ahead, though, they've caught the 42 and the 77 have caught a friend here in Zach Fitzwater. And this could help the 4. Now Zach Fitzwater, if he can get down, he's going to get some help. .47.729. Looks like Charles Sanford pitted. But Dylan Young might be able to lay down another quick one. 46.840 to third he goes. What about Tyler Rattray? What is he gonna lay down? 46.712. He goes to the top. His brother Nate not quick enough to get to the top just yet. Zach Fitzwater's up to fifth. See, he's going to have to carry a lot of speed down this back stretch to make something happen. And there we go. The brothers are on the front row right now. '96 and 24, and they've got a friend up ahead in the one of Tyler Faden. $46,496, but the 24 goes to the top now. Nate and Tyler Rattray working together, a family affair to go for the pole. Look back here though, don't rule this out. Charles Sanford's caught the tail end of the draft from the 43 and the 2. Will this help him out? Of course, he's going to get one more lap. 46.971, that puts him up to 8th. Look at the speed he's carrying right now. Assuming they don't catch the 07, which I think they're going to, unfortunately. This could help out Charles Sanford. And just look at the speed he's carrying. I think he's going to be good. Where is this going to track? 45.958. Charles Sanford on the pole for the Daytona 500. And it'll be Charles Sanford leading them to the green, the only driver to break the 45-second bracket. Wow. We've talked about his bad luck, but he just got the biggest pull of his life in the GCN side of things. Simon Davis will join him on the front row. Dylan Young was oh so close. He just couldn't get there. And then, of course, Nate Rattray will round out row 2. Congratulations to Charles Sanford. He had a plan, and he's on a mission this season. I think he's had enough of us calling him bad luck in this series. So, hey, hopefully it's a turnaround for him in his second season with his own race team, S3 Motorsports. We want to thank you for watching. We will see you back here on Thursday for the Blue-Green Vacation Duels at Daytona. Until then, guys, goodbye, everyone.